And to be honest, I am probably as excited as everyone here to attend this lecture. And I'm pretty sure everyone, inshallah, will benefit as much as I did and as much as all the previous people who attended before. Welcome, everyone.
Okay, so why don't we just begin with a few minutes of reflection, okay? And what that means is, yeah, wherever you are, right? Just put everything down and just let's have a look at our day today. Because part of getting to know our soul is getting to know us, getting to know how we tick. So let us just have a look at our day and see how we responded in the day. Okay, so just as I said, relax, take a deep breath. And really try not to be doing two things at once. I know that we have a tendency to listen and then I'll carry on with my washing, my eating. But for this bit, just try and stop, just 5 minutes. And let's just be with the self. So from the time that I woke up, what was my initial feeling? Was it a good feeling? Was I excited? Was I ready to go for the day? Or was there some resistance? And then as I got ready for work, again, was I excited to go to work? Or did it feel like a chore or a labor? Did I have to? Or did I want to? And if you don't go to work, then even if you stayed at home, what was the feeling? Just checking the feelings now. And then throughout the day, say the middle of the day, how was your day going? Was it going as you had wished and hoped? Or did it take a U-turn? Or did it stop in a way? Maybe something happened, somebody said something. So then what did that reveal to me? Was it my sensitivity? Was it my ego? Again, just check the feeling. And then we come to the middle of the day, lunchtime, a lovely, lovely time of the day. We had a very, very wonderful lunch today. So we were excited at looking at all the food. So how about you? What was the feeling around that time? And again, maybe something happened. Maybe you did something. Maybe you forgot to do something. And then we come towards the evening. Again, maybe the drive home. For those of you in Kuwait, you had to rush back home before 5 o'clock for the curfew. Maybe you didn't like the traffic. Maybe everyone was going too slow for you. So again, what was the feeling? Why was there that restlessness? Why I couldn't just flow with the traffic? And I'm sure many of you have so many things to do, but There's a reason why you decided to join this seminar. So again, ask yourself why. Why did I decide to join this topic? And what do I need to know more about I, the soul? Okay, so now we come back to this moment. So yeah, lots of questions, right? Lots of questions for you. And I'm going to give you some more questions also. But let us just talk a bit more about the soul, and as is the topic, knowing the soul. So the fact that we already agreed on this title, knowing the soul, that means that I think all of us in this group, at least, accept that the body and the soul are two separate things. Right? So I, the soul, has a body. Not I, the body, has a soul. This has to be clear. I, the soul, has a body, which means I, the soul, am the master of this body. If I, the soul, am the master of this body, then that means that the body follows the soul. In other words, up. Yeah, my mind says up and the hand goes up. It's not the hand goes up and then the mind says up. Right? It's not the other way. Okay, even in terms of pain, okay? When there is a certain pain in the body, there's a shoulder ache, there's a backache, there's a heartache, there's a lung problem, there's a hip problem, there's a knee joint problem, there's an ankle problem. Where did it start? It didn't start there. It didn't start here. It started in the soul. So let's say, for example, yes, we are always rushing. We are always rushing from one place to the other. And you know, some of us, yes, are perfectionists. We want everything right. And we are stressing ourselves too much to do everything right. So what is the impact it's having on the body? We're having breathing problems, and you know, there's too much adrenaline and that's not being used because of the stress. Or I'm reading till too late and then my eyes are having an issue. But where does that feeling for reading come from? It comes from inside the soul, the interest to want to do this, to want to do that, to go there. So all of our physical problems actually start in the soul, or let's say mismanagement of the soul. Okay, so this is the connection. This is the soul, this is the body. I, the soul, am the master of this body. And the whole idea of meditation, especially Raja Yoga meditation, is that I, the soul, starts running this kingdom. I, the soul, am the Raja, the king of this body, the kingdom. So we have to, yes, get to know how the soul is ticking. But let me say something before that. I'm sure everybody in this group is eligible to drive or is driving. Now, when we get a car, especially girls or females, especially me, I mean, I don't know how the car works fully. Like, I don't know how the engine works. I don't know how the oil goes into the engine and it creates this fumes, etc. But I need to know enough, right? I need to know where to put the key, and I need to know how to start the car and how to press the gas and how to brake. I need to know what is the headlights. Did you know that when Ford first created the car, they didn't have a reverse gear? Because they never thought about it. They just thought we're going forward. And then they realized that when they had to do a U-turn, they had to go all the way around, which was a waste of time. And so then they created a reverse gear. So yes, that's important. But this is the point I'm making, that we have to get to know the soul and how it works, but not the nitty gritty. We have to know enough to know, okay, where are the thoughts coming from? What are the thoughts that I'm creating? Are they positive thoughts, negative thoughts? But anyway, I'd like to come to that a bit later. So right now, again, a few more questions. So what are my strengths? Okay. Have you stopped to check what are the strengths in your soul? Like actually sit and journal. Every one of us has come into this world with a certain strength, a blessing, a boon, something that comes to us very naturally. Maybe we are natural listeners. Maybe we are natural talkers. Maybe we are natural carers. Maybe we are naturally fearless. Maybe we are just naturally cool and calm. Right? All of us have something that we are special in. So find your special thing. This is your strength. Okay. Okay, that's good. Then all of us have a certain weakness. Yes, one major weakness. We all have many, just as we all have many strengths. We have many minor weaknesses, but we all major in one weakness. You know the story of Achilles' heel, right? So his mother wanted to make him completely, like let's say, eternal, right? Wanted to make him live forever. And so she was told to dip him in a way, like baptize him. But the thing is, wherever she held him on the heel, that bit didn't go into the water. And so that remained his weak point. And in essence, the enemy found out, and that's where they killed him from. Rest of him couldn't be destroyed. But that heel, that's why it's called, we all have a Achilles heel. And so this is our weak point where anybody can get to us from that weak point. So what is that for you? What is, okay, the other thing I want to ask you is, what is your trigger? One is to have a weak point. But the trigger just highlights that weak point. So weak point could be, yes, lazy and careless and impatient and yes, not caring and rude and not organized and, well, big ego, many things, weak inside, not having enough courage. These are weak points. But our triggers enhance those weak points. So what is our triggers? Now, as we go about the day, there will be many things that will come to us. So yes, let's take the traffic, for example. As I said, we're driving and I find that one in front of me is too slow. I mean, is he really too slow? I mean, I think if you look at his meter, he will be going according to the rule of the highway. But I find him too slow. That means it's my problem. And because he's too slow, then I feel I can't get to where I want to get to. Which is like a metaphor, isn't it? It feels like somebody's becoming a block to where I want to get to. And so, again, it's a metaphor for whoever, maybe somebody in your life is too slow for you. and you think, I can't get to where I want to get to. I want to create more money. I can't. I want to have more free time. I can't. I want to do the things I want to do, like my hobbies, but I can't because I have these people. So these are triggers, you see. Trigger can also be, just somebody pointing at you. So say I say, okay, Talal, and if, for example, Talal has an issue from childhood of somebody pointing at him, then that will be a trigger. I just pointed as a natural to point out, but it became a big deal for him. And so all of us, we have to find what is the trigger. Maybe it's a word. Maybe it's something somebody does or something somebody doesn't do. Maybe somebody doesn't invite you somewhere. And again, you have some memory from years ago, not necessarily childhood, but maybe a memory from years ago where somebody didn't invite you. And that made you feel so weak and depressed, feeling like I don't have friends, I don't have company, feeling lonely. And so this left such a big impact on you that now, as an adult, when somebody doesn't invite you, those same feelings come up again, even though it's in a completely different context. And it may be for a really different reason. Maybe it's not your thing. Maybe they think it's not your kind of party. They're just trying to protect you or help you or whatever, But no, because of our stuff inside, we take it wrongly. Okay? So yeah, know your strengths, know your weaknesses, know your triggers. And then, are you awake and aware? What do I mean by this? I mean, like, am I really conscious of my actions? Do I realize karma? And do I realize that, for example, if I put this here, then nothing else can be here. Like if I do this, then it's going to have a ripple effect. If I say this, it's going to have an impact. If I do this or don't do this, there's going to be a consequence. And am I ready for that consequence? This is being aware. So nothing just happens out of the blue. I can't say, oh, it's just happening to me. No, I planted way back there. I planted some seeds. And so that's why things are popping up here and there. And yes, you may have done it unconsciously, but nothing just happens randomly. Even things that I have to face, okay, the things that come into my life, say a divorce or bankruptcy or a difficult financial situation, or yes, even I broke a leg or an arm or something. It's come up because somewhere, yes, I have some karma to settle. So if I'm aware and awake of this knowledge of, one, the drama of life, and two, karma, then I'll just, be light about it. It's not I'm laughing. It's not I'm happy that, oh, I broke a leg. No, but I'm not getting upset. I'm not getting peaceless. I'm not blaming anybody. I'm not complaining. I'm okay with it. I accept. I flow. And I know that even this, if I break a leg, great. I'll have 3 months sitting, reading, doing what I want to do. So the attitude shifts, you see? And when my attitude is powerful, then again, my life is in my hands. I'm the master of my life. I'm not the slave. It's not, it's happening to me. But no, I'm doing it. I'm a co-creator of what's happening in my life. Okay, next is, am I forcing things to happen? Or am I powerful enough to make them happen? So what I mean by this is, when I'm forcing things to happen, then it's like it's going against the current. When the current is coming down the river and you're trying to push the water back up the river. Does it work? No, it doesn't work. So when I'm trying to force something, that means perhaps it's not meant to be. And perhaps I need to let go. Perhaps I need to accept and let it flow and then see, okay, where is it going? Where is it taking me? So acceptance is the key here. Power, being powerful means I have the inner power to make it happen. So it could be with my thoughts, my energy, my vibration, right? My positive attitude. And this allows me to shift things around me. This is the power of the soul. This is the power of thought. This is why we say law of attraction. Where attention goes, energy flows. Where energy flows, life grows. So where am I putting my energy? Remember, really, underline this point. Every thought you create is a seed that you are planting. And as you plant it, it's going to bring up something, whether it's a weed, whether it's a daffodil, or whether it's a tree that's going to bear very strong roots. So be very careful about the thoughts you create. Yeah. Getting to know the self is also getting to know what is my aim, what is my purpose? Why am I here? Look at everything around you. Look at in your room, wherever you are. Look at everything around you. And everything has a purpose. The clock, the lights, the curtain, the speaker, the frame, the lampshade, the plug, the cushion. I have a bottle of water, I have a glass, everything, glasses, everything in this room is there for a purpose. What about me? What is my purpose? What am I here to do? Or what am I here to be? I think we're the only species that don't know our purpose. Honestly, ask yourself, what are you here to achieve as a soul? Not marathon, like not as a body you run a marathon. No, as a soul, what are you here to give of yourself? We say that we are here to serve, as human beings. We say we are caretakers of this world. Okay, to serve God. Okay. So then how does that look like? What does it look like? We are also here to serve Mother Nature. We are not here to strip her. We shouldn't have this attitude, oh, I'm the master of it and I can do what I want. In some cultures, especially native Indian, if they pick a plant, then they'll make sure they have to sow a seed. They are so thoughtful. You can't just rip the planet and not return something back to it. There are so many ceremonies around respecting nature, respecting Mother Earth, doing prayers. In India, they do this square pit that they call Havan, where they do prayers and throw in some sesame seeds and all of that as a, in a way, thanksgiving before they maybe pick their harvest. So these rituals were created for us to, right, respect what is out there. Anyway, back to my point. What is my purpose here? And then am I, following through that purpose with my qualities, or let's say qualifications. Okay, let's say, for example, yes, let's say you wanted to be a cricketer. So what do you have to do? You have to go and learn cricket. You have to go play, you have to learn the rules, and then you have to practice on a daily basis. So yes, if my purpose here is to shine, is to glow, is to flow, is to be kind, is to love, is to share, to care. If this is my purpose, then what am I doing? What am I learning about this quality on a daily basis? And how am I practicing it? How am I putting it? And that's why you should see that really any incident that happens in your life, it's there to test that quality. Okay, so yes, if for example you have a difficult person in your life, they're not difficult. They're there to just test your muscles to see, you know, how much can you keep giving before you give up. Because again, they're not sitting there thinking, oh, let me be difficult for Aruna. You know, not everybody's that smart to think, oh, let me be difficult for this person. No, they're just doing what they know. They're just doing what they're accustomed to doing. And I tend to find them difficult, just like that guy that I'm saying is slow, or girl, sorry, you know, the driver. I think they're slow. They're not slow. It's my opinion that they're slow. In the same way, it's my opinion. That's in the same way, it's my opinion that this person is difficult. So anyway, yeah, am I, whatever's my aim, whatever's my purpose, am I, you know, going through with that purpose? This is the point. Okay, getting to know the soul also is, yes, connecting with God. Because again, it's not just I alone on this planet. Imagine, I always say this, imagine, okay, you got to heaven, but you were the only person in heaven. Would you be happy? Again, it would be scary, right? You got to heaven and you're like, oh, where's everybody else? So it's not just I become perfect. It's not just I become pure. I become divine. I become full. No, I have to make everybody full with me. I have to take everybody with me. Why? Because we are a family and God is my parent. God is my mother. God is my father. So just to be aware of this connection, that I'm not alone. I really, you know, go about my day making God my companion. I'm not alone here. I have the company or companionship of a very elevated being in my life. And because, as I said, he's my parent, she's my mother, he's my father, then that makes all of us on this planet brothers and sisters. But do we see each other with that vision? You know, even Christianity, they said, Christ said, love thy neighbor. Which neighbor? Not just the one living next door, the one in the queue, the one in the traffic, the one at the supermarket queue. So everybody, right? Everybody that we meet, connect with. Now imagine if I imagine that they were my brother or sister, how different my attitude would be. How do we behave with our brothers and sisters, even if we know that they have some fault, they have some defect, they have some disability? We don't go talking about them behind them. We just say, okay, they've got this, and okay, fine, they're part of my family, I accept. In the same way, when I just accept people and not try to fix them and change them and want them any different, this is like living in a familyhood. And that's important because that's my humility. See, if I want to fix somebody, then that's my ego. Totally. What am I saying when I want to fix somebody? You're not good enough. You need to be different. You need to change. Who says they need to change? Who am I to say they need to change? How about I change? I have no right to tell somebody to change. No. Let me first change and see if there's a shift in the dynamic. Maybe I have to change so that they feel comfortable changing. But mostly what happens is the egos, you see? The egos are clashing. So this one says, you change first, and the other one says, no, you change first. And then there's never any change. So yeah, let's move to the other side. So what are we seeking? Okay, we've kind of understood the soul, the soul here, aim, purpose. I got to know a bit of myself, yes, God, all this. But I think eventually getting to know the soul means that we want to become powerful. If you ask every soul, mostly every soul on this planet, they'll want like 5 basic things. So each one wants to be powerful, peaceful, happy. They want love, and they want truth. Truth, love, happy, peace, power. Every soul wants to feel this and be this. Even I was talking to somebody yesterday, and she says, all I want is to be happy. I said, yeah, you are, and you will be. I mean, there's a lot of problems, a lot of issues, but I just want to be happy. Yes. If you really boiled down all your issues and problems, you will come to these essences. You want to be powerful. Why do you want to be powerful? So that you can feel, you can manage your life. Now, some people think, oh, if I have lots of money, I'm powerful. Some people think if I have a position, I'm powerful. Some people think if I have more body, whatever, stamina, muscle, whatever, I'm powerful. Depends. Somebody thinks if I'm special at this job or task, then I'm powerful. Like each one has a different definition of what is powerful. Yes, I feel like if I have a lot of soul power, I'm powerful. Yes, this is my definition of being powerful. So we all want to be powerful in a different way. But again, you see, it has to be a gentle, soft power, not this arrogant power. Like I know it all and I can do it and see me and no one like me. And there's this commentary that goes on. We are powerful, but then, we shouldn't have to make it obvious, right? Others should say, you are powerful. I shouldn't have to say. I shouldn't say, see, I'm powerful. That's weak. It's not powerful because that's my insecurity. Okay, peace. Everybody wants peace of mind. Yeah, not just peace as in, oh, shut down the noise. Not that kind of peace. Not quieten the children. Oh, no, stop the car roaring. No, not that kind of peace. We all want inner peace. Peace of mind. Contentment. No issues, no problems. Harmony in relationships. Unity. Right? This is the kind of inner peace that we're looking for. So again, we have to work towards that. So if I want inner peace, I have to create this outer peace. Because as soon as I have a conflict with someone, I lost my peace, right? I might just say something here, but then for 10 hours later, it's going on in here. So I've lost my peace. I lost it or I gave it away. Love, peace, and peace, power, and let's take love now. So everybody wants love. And we're all looking for it in the wrong places. And we're all thinking that you are the one. You have to give me the love. And we're trying to find that perfect one who we think is going to give us endless love. But again, that one is looking for another one who he or she thinks is going to give me the perfect love. So each one already has this expectation set up that you have to fulfill me. Okay, that's romantic love. What about a mother's love? Again, each one of us wants the mother's love, but maybe she's got a few issues. Maybe she cannot give you love in that moment. Father's love, siblings' love, friends' love. My boss, right? I want my boss to love me. I mean, I want my pet to love me. It's like, it's endless, right? So how about sitting down and like, when was the last time that you loved yourself? Right? When was the last time you said, Aruna, there, everything's going to be okay. Just take it easy. Where is the self-love? Self-love is the self-respect. Yeah, self-love is the self-respect. And in self-love, I'm managing my time, I'm managing, yes, my words, my tone, I'm managing my relationships well. I mean, in self-love and self-respect, yes, everything is being taken care of nicely, kindly, gently, softly. But, the love is here. Don't forget, the love is in here. I just have to get in touch with it. Love doesn't grow out there. If somebody speaks nicely to you, that's just a bonus. But that's not the love that I'm waiting for, The love is in here, really. The peace is in here. The power is in here. And that's the mistake we've made. We have just turned and gone walking in the wrong direction when we need to just, again, take a U-turn and go back inside. Because it's right here. Happiness, again, looking to be happy all the time. But again, we make this mistake that, if I get something, I'll be happy. If I have more, I'll be happy. More will not make me happy. More will just make me stressed. And I always say, if I'm not happy with a little, how can I be happy with a lot? So I have to be happy. And when I say I am happy, I don't need a because. I don't say I'm happy because I got new clothes. I'm happy because I got a new house, a new car, a new friend, a new haircut. I'm happy because I'm being invited to this party, this special VIP party, I'm invited to that. I'm not happy because of that. I'm just happy. And I don't need a reason to be happy. I'm just happy because the soul is happy, right? Soul is happiness. The natural nature of the soul is to be happy. The natural nature of the soul is to be power. The natural nature of the soul, let's go to truthfulness. The natural nature of the soul is to be truthful. That's why we seek truth. That's why we are truthful. And then when somebody lies, we wonder, what was that? Because we just expected, it's the truth. You see, when we expect these normal things, it means that they're the more natural things. So it's natural to be peaceful, natural to be happy, natural to be powerful, natural to be loving, natural to be truthful. When you've been truthful for a while, you don't say, oh, I think it's about time I told a lie now. Right? Do we say that? But if I've been lying, I say, oh, it's about time I was truthful now. It's about time I got honest now. Right? So, just seeing the time. Yeah. So, yeah, these are the natural qualities of the soul. And when I get in touch, this is the point now, when I get in touch with those qualities, my innate qualities, that's when I'm really in touch with myself. See, when I'm arrogant, I'm not in touch with myself. I'm far from my real self. When I'm really attached to something, I'm far from my real self because I'm attached to something that's in a way the object of my security. Okay? So if I'm attached to my glasses, right? What do? I try to possess, I try to protect. And I feel insecure when they're not there. I mean, this is just an example, but anything that is your attachment, you know, what we do is we try to hold on to it. But it actually backfires on us. Like it doesn't, you know, anything you try to hold back, it will just backfire on you. So yeah, when we are like in touch with the negative traits, that's not us. We are far from ourselves. So in meditation, we use meditation as a tool really to just get in touch with the self, to get in touch with all these strong qualities in the self. And for that, I need to do meditation on a daily basis. So just start every morning, just 5, 10, 15 minutes, just start. Don't think too much. Don't think, oh, what do I have to do? And I have to wake up early and how will I get to work? No, don't think. Try not to think too much. In fact, try not to think too much about anything. It doesn't help to think too much about everything. Just try to tell yourself at night, okay, in the morning, I'm going to wake up. And as you go to bed with this positive thought. I'm going to wake up and I'm going to sit with myself and I'm going to just have a nice, sweet conversation with myself. Imagine like you had a really good friend who really loved you and who really, you know, hoped the best for you. Then they would just feed you nice words, nice, caring, kind words. So this is what you do. You sit with yourself. Right? I sit with myself and I talk to myself. I say, Aruna, it's going to be a great day. And you have the power to deal with what is going to come. And it's going to flow. It's going to work in your favor. And just send out the thought. If you want to meet somebody, call somebody, just send them the thought now. And so they will be ready for you. Right? I'm going somewhere tomorrow and I've already put out the thought that they're going to be ready to help me when I get there. Do you see? So you are really sitting and being positive with positive thoughts, positive vibes. And this is how you become a creator of your life, a creator of your reality. If you're sitting having negative thoughts and you expect something positive to happen tomorrow, how does that work? Like, what's the formula? I'm planting negative seeds, but I'm wanting a positive flower. Doesn't work, right? So no, I choose consciously to speak nicely to myself, which will mean if I'm nice to myself, I'll be nice to others. And then, of course, it's a ripple effect, right? If I'm nice to me, I'm nice to you. You're nice to somebody else. Just a simple thing. And I see this happening many times. I say something nice to somebody, then they go home, they're happy. And they say, oh, Aruna said this, and, I really like what she said. And I'm sorry, I'm not being arrogant. I'm just saying on a personal note that maybe I said something to somebody, and then they go home and then they say, oh, I liked what she said. And then she tells the other person, and then that other person thinks, oh, okay, she's happy, so I'm happy, and it's like a ripple effect. But anyway, any one of us can do this. Just be nice to somebody. Just be nice to somebody. Just say something, sweet and kind, and then observe the ripple effect. Wouldn't you be happy with that ripple effect? Because that's what you've set into motion. That's what you've helped to set into motion. And that's so beautiful. And you will get the blessings for that. Okay. So why don't we just do a little meditation, and then I'm happy to take a few questions. So it's 6:52. Talal, is that okay? We do a little meditation? Yeah.
Yes, of course. Yes. We'd love to.
Okay. So yeah, just let's sit comfortably. Again, try not to hold on to anything. Just try to be present in this moment. So firstly, I just remind myself that I am a peaceful soul. And as you think this thought, I'd like you to just think this thought and say quietly in your mind that I am a peaceful soul. And let this thought just ripple throughout your whole being. So allow every cell of your body to feel that peace. And remember, the thought started in the soul, in the mind. But it's having an impact on the body. It's healing the body. And then I'd like you now to create a thought of power. What does power look like to you? When you say, I want to be powerful, what does powerful look like? Just try to visualize that. The real power is when my thoughts, my words, and my actions are the same. So that which I think, that which I speak, and that which I do are the same. In alignment. That is absolute power. In other words, whatever I think, that's what I will speak, and that's what I will do. That's what I will prove to do. That's real power. And then I'm going to be loving to myself. first to myself and then to others. So right now, just create a loving thought for yourself. Just appreciate your greatness, your goodness. Each one here is a gem, is a diamond. And a diamond is always a diamond, even when it's in mud. So I'd like each of you to say to yourself, I am a diamond. I'm the diamond in this body, the case. The case is simply holding the diamond. And I'm precious. I'm beautiful. I'm strong, radiant, sparkling. And just take a moment now to just have a bit of self-love. Just be kind to yourself. So whatever's going on in your life, just take this moment now. I'll give you a moment in which you just be kind to yourself and you just say whatever you need to say to yourself. So say your name and then say, you know what, it's going to be okay. I'm going to get through it. I have the strength. I can do it. I'm strong. I'll find a way. There is a way. I'm going to be positive. I'm going to make sure it happens. Just say something like that to yourself. Okay. And we come back to this lovely session. Thank you all so much for being with us. Talal,
Yes,
over to you.
it's all good. Life is good. We should enjoy it.
So anyone has any questions?
Let's see if until anyone types a question, I want to tell you today, Aruna, I was stuck in traffic, okay, on my way home. But I learned that there is no point in resisting or not accepting the current moment. Okay. So I just accept it. And to be honest, I enjoyed it. Even though it was traffic, even though the guy in front of me was slow. But I just went with it. And to be honest, it made me feel happy from inside. And, from outside, I was just having fun. With just more time being spent. And this is any moment spent in my life. I'm not going to revisit that moment. I'm living in the now. So why not just enjoy the current moment? Correct? I just hope everyone also gets to enjoy that as much as I'll do.
Yeah, and I want to say that I have a blog. Oh, there are a couple of questions. They've got their hands up. So anyway, I have a blog. You feel free to visit the blog. It's timetomeditate.org. And there's a lot of resources there. So have a look through that. Okay, so Mira, Kamis, would you like to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My question is, first of all, thank you for having us today and for the meditation and the self-love topic. So my question is how to control yourself in an anger position that your subconscious is programmed to do. Like if somebody comes in and does not close the door, but and then you get angry over it, and it's not worth getting angry over, but you've done it so much time that your subconscious mind is programmed to do it. And then you feel this lost and like waste of energy and change of mood, and then like, and also another question is how to truly love yourself and feel that you are enough.
Okay, I take the first question first. See, the thing is, Mira, right? Yeah. Or Maria, how do you say your name?
Mira.
Mira. Okay. Yeah, so for everyone to hear this, yeah, it's not just for Mira, but see, when we get angry at something, it's not that thing.
Yeah.
The anger is already there inside of me. It just so happened that that door, or as you said, that traffic or that person, however they are, you know, whatever, I mean, they just become a trigger. So yeah, anger is, so this is where we have to cool ourselves down from inside. Like the anger is always a secondary emotion. There's something else underneath that emotion, and it just appears as anger. So there's something that I haven't dealt with, which is something much deeper and something probably very old in the soul. So that's what I need to address. And this is why we need to be in meditation to address that. Because meditation is a way of self-reflection. Meditation is a way of really, you know, sitting with myself privately and talking to myself and counseling myself. So you have to get to the root of the problem, not just, you know, cut the branches. That's what I would say, Mira.
Yes.
And what was your second question about self-love?
Yeah, how to truly like reach to a point of self-love and feel that you're enough and you're not in need of some, yes, you are in need of people loving you and caring about you, but you provide the love to yourself.
Yeah.
Because with that a lot, I feel like I don't love myself because of like of external things, like maybe physical things and like this. They have this doubt, this inner doubt that doesn't stop.
Yeah. Yeah. See, again, I would say meditation. That's how I do it. Like, you have to sit and be very positive. That's the first thing. You can't beat up on yourself. As I said earlier, we all have weaknesses. I have my flaws, I have my weaknesses. But see, what we do is we purposely focus on the strength. Weakness is like darkness. Weakness is like darkness, which is absence of light. So weakness in the soul is just absence of virtue. And when there is not the virtue shining, like for example, if I'm not truthful, then yes, I'm insecure.
Yeah.
So that is just absence of truth. Do you see?
Yeah.
Yeah. So not having love is just, yeah, absence of real pure love, having pure self-respect. So
And
when I do that, then there is naturally the love inside. So my point is, yes, firstly, really be positive. Secondly, really emerge your qualities. Just keep empowering your qualities. And even for the other person, okay? And this is for everyone, yeah? Like if you really want a happy life, honestly, just keep seeing the virtues of the other person. Seeing yours, yes, but also of the other person, whether it's your husband or your colleague at work or your children or the neighbor or really anybody. Because the thing is, as soon as I see a defect, I become unhappy, I lose my peace. And if you notice with time, that defect will come into you. It's like a ghost. It will enter you. It's very subtle. So I say to myself, no, thanks. No, I don't want to go there. And so I really spend time trying to find a virtue in this person, whoever the person is that I may find is being difficult. Do you see? So we have to look at the virtue. Everybody has a virtue and I have to find it. Okay, is that good enough?
Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Mira. And we have Fuad. Fuad, would you like to ask your question?
Hello.
Yes, hi.
Thank you. I'm grateful for your time and your knowledge. I really appreciate your time and sharing this blessing and wonderful knowledge with us.
Thank you,
My question is,
Fuad, for being with us also. Thank you.
my question is how to deal with, I mean, if I deal with my inner child and I deal with my emotional and clean this negative emotional or the trauma in the past, these things will enhance my connection with my soul.
If you deal with the inner child, will it enhance the connection with the soul, is it?
Yes, the inner child and the emotional in your subconscious mind. When you clean all of this stuff, and it will help you to be connected with your soul. And is there any exercise to do that? And thank you.
What is your aim, Fuad? What is your aim?
Well, my aim is...
Is it to get in touch with the inner child or to get in touch with the soul? What do you have a specific aim?
I said if I connect with my inner child, does that mean I'm connected with my soul, or these things are different things?
A part of the soul, not completely. Because what about your future child? your inner child, but what about the future you?
The future of my myself.
Yeah.
Well, right now I reach the emotional of peace, inner peace. Okay, but I want more and more. You know.
No, my point is, Fuad, my point is, okay, we get in touch with the inner child, but that's just an aspect of us. We are more than just that. You see,
yeah.
we are also master. As we are a child, we are also a master.
Well, yeah, I know that the soul controls everything, but these are the small part of it, right?
Yeah. It's a stepping stone. It's a stepping stone.
When we make a detox for this thing, emotional or inner child, it helps us to be clear with our inner soul or my soul.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was my question.
Yeah, no, it's good and pursue that, but I'm saying that's not everything. That's from my understanding of the soul.
You mean my future version or my future thing? I'm thinking about it or something like that. What do you mean by the future?
Yeah, no, I'm saying that okay, there's the inner child, which I see as something that's been a part of me, right? That I'm returning back to, right?
Yes.
Okay. So then there's the future me where I'm trying to master myself and perfect myself. So I also need to give attention to that. Like I'm not there yet, but I'm working towards it. So
you
yes,
mean
I look,
I work on my future master or my future soul.
anyway.
It's much better than focusing in inner child and
Well, no,
emotionally.
not much better. I'm just saying that a bit of that and a bit of that. I mean, it's just a part of it. It's not everything. That's my point. Working on the
Yeah.
inner child is not everything. It's not the all and everything. So also work on other parts of yourself. That's what I'm saying.
Well, the other part is the emotional part, inner side, the soul, and what else?
Well, and perfecting these divine qualities in the soul, mastering the self with the powers of patience and love is also a quality, but it's also a power. So am I able to love every single soul on this planet? Do I have enough love in my soul for 7.8 billion souls on this planet? You see,
Yes.
that's mastering yourself, you see?
Well, this come within a time. You
Exactly, the future. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Okay.
I'm grateful for you.
Welcome, thank you for it. And Mona? Yeah.
Hello, thank you, Mrs. Aruna.
Welcome.
This is my first time being with you. My question is, being with a negative person, what's the right thing to do with it? Is it to accept it or just quit?
Well, first, as I said, I have to check. Is it really they being negative or my inability to cope? Like, I don't want you to stay in an abusive relationship, let's say, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But, okay, say somebody's just being difficult, then I need to ask myself, well, what powers do I need to cope with this? Because the thing is, whether it's that person or somebody else, I'll still need to develop the power. I mean, if there's a saying, right? If you resist, it persists. So if I cannot get on with this person, I'll just go somewhere else. It's a bit like the anger story. I get mad at this and then I leave that and I go somewhere else, but I'm carrying the madness with me. I'm carrying the anger with me. You see?
Yeah.
So I need to look at myself and see, okay, what could I do better to deal with this situation? Because I'm really saying this from experience. Like when I'm able to deal with difficult situations, then I feel like master over the self and victory over the situation. And that makes me feel good. But if I resist and I run from it, then I'm just afraid that, will that thing come up again with somebody else? So I'm not really living life to my fullest. Do you see?
So do you mean accepting the negative person with
No.
all his negativity is a good choice?
No, yeah. So you accept them. You see that they have this negative quality. Okay. Or negative trait, let's say. They have this negative trait. At the same time, I'm trying to find something beautiful in them. As I told you, we have to look for something good. Okay, that's one exercise. The other exercise is I have to look at myself and I have to ask myself, okay, why am I finding it difficult? Why do I not have tolerance? Do I not have patience? Am I just lazy with my intellect? I don't want to do the inner work to work with this person. Am I arrogant? Do I find them arrogant? What is, like, you have to do a bit of self-reflection. What's really going on? And then that gives you an insight into your soul. And yes, not everybody wants to do this work, and that's fine. But if you really want to change yourself and really change the situation, and really many situations have changed, I've seen. As one person changes themselves, that dynamic changes, where even people come and apologize to you and they say, look, I know I was being really difficult, or I know I was giving you sorrow. I've seen so many cases of this. So if you can really take time to do the inner work, look at yourself, not beat up on yourself. Yeah, don't take me wrong. Look at yourself and say, okay, what do I need to enhance here? And anybody who comes to me with something like, say they are shouting or something like that. I mean, these things are really a cry for help. These things are a cry for love. So if I have it in me to just give them the love and say, okay, don't worry. Yeah, I understand. Do I have that power to do that? And then really they will, what's the word? They will diffuse. You see? So you have then changed the dynamic of the situation. So this is the kind of power we need to turn situations around. And it does work, really. As I change, they will change. But that's why I said in the beginning, I mean, I'm not saying, continue being in abusive situations. I don't think that's appropriate. You need to take professional help, professional counseling, if it's something like that. So don't think, oh, I have to take it, I have to be strong. No. So know the gauge.
But actually, it takes time to make people change. If I like,
Mona, 1 minute. We cannot change anybody. You see, when I say they will change, they will feel inspired to change from your change. But we cannot change anybody. Don't live in that myth. Nobody till today has been able to fix anybody. They can only be inspired to change. So you change, you be kind, and hopefully they will not behave like that with you again. Because, you've shifted the dynamic. Okay?
so if they didn't decide to change, they won't change. This is the fact.
Yeah.
And if I felt like I'm good enough, because it took too long, like more than 6 years. So, I still like in a circle. I'm lifting up on myself. I'm changing in personal. I'm changing in my work. But in my marriage, it's not working because he's not accepting to change. And the thing is, he don't believe in changing. He's 360 different from me. Maybe I'm changing every day. I'm reading every day. I'm overthinking of the life every day, but he's different. He's sitting like in his childhood. He's sitting the same block. He have this block, and we are from different what's called from different places. Maybe he's in I'm from a city and he's from a small town. So I mean, does it take more time? I'm still thinking, do I have to be patient more? Because
Mona, it's very difficult for me to answer this because I don't know the other side. I mean, you really should connect with somebody. Yeah.
We got you. Talk to us, or talk to me in person. You have my numbers in the group, and let's discuss this either me or with any of the girls.
Sure. Thank you, Miss Aruna. Thank you for your time.
I mean, do you understand, Mona? I don't want to just give a very rash answer. I think we need to understand the situation.
Yeah.
Try to follow some of these tips. try to, you know, love yourself, try to look for the goodness in him. See if these things work.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you, Miss Aruna.
Experience with you, to be honest, the first time I joined meditation, I was fairly enough still a beginner in meditation. Okay. Doing the meditation for you for the first time has led me to see something really special, and it's the first time happening to me. I don't remember the details of the meditation, but I remember seeing white aura of light when I closed my eyes. You were guiding us through the meditation, and when my eyes were closed, it was the first time of me seeing bright white light, like on top of my eyes, like me seeing, I don't know, myself. I saw something really beautiful, which was a first in terms of meditation, which was really amazing. And ever since, I'm in love with your meditations. It's just really, it takes you to another place, to be honest. Yeah.
Yeah, so thank you everyone so much. Thank you, Talal, for organizing it.
Thank you so much for your time, Aruna. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, and sweet dreams, everyone. Good night.
Good night, Aruna. Good night.
Good night.